let me look one day. Let me also pay my respect to the representative, Honorable Carl Lapis, representing the FSM President, David W. Panuolo. Also, let me also say my respect to the Excellencies, the representative of the U.S. Ambassador. Thank you for joining us. My respect to the Chairwoman of the Board of Regents, Suzanne Gallen. And also, I would like to say my respect to the Acting President, Jennifer Eliezer. Unfortunately, our new President, Teresa, is attending to a family matter in Manchero, so she's not able to join us this morning. The event this morning is going to be short speeches here, and then we'll move on to the two sites that we will do the groundbreaking ceremony this morning. So it's going to be done before lunch. Well, it's a beautiful day today. It's an Easter week, and happy Easter to all of you. We will begin our program this morning. So, like I said, all of our speeches will be done here, then we'll move on to the sites where we will do the groundbreaking ceremony. So, with that, I will invite Deacon Mike Yonis to please say the invocation.
Thank you, God, Almighty Father, for the moment that we are gathered here to celebrate the groundbreaking, for the blessings that the college received from the generous donors. We are here because you make it possible. So please be with us, be in the program, so the success of the program will always glorify your name. We ask this through your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
This time I would like to have our acting president to give the welcoming remarks. Acting President Jennifer Eliezer.
Kasalelia Maiko, and welcome. Mon mi koros min wiay chungol kat mo sam te coach. Wek sam sa wen magalangan mo koros yen. O sangoros mabuita sa rancho electoral. I wish to acknowledge and thank our traditional leaders of Sokes for the land in which the college resides and their involvement in maintaining a peaceful and harmonious community environment for our students, faculty, and staff. Our Excellencies of the Ambassadors of China and US, our Honorable Secretaries of Education and TCNI, our Board of Regents, Ms. Sue Dowden. Thank you all for honoring us with your presence in today's groundbreaking ceremony. It would also be remiss of me not to acknowledge the presence of our staff, students, and faculty who are here with us this morning. Thank you. From the beginning of Compact 2 in 2004, the college has been struggling to construct new buildings to not only replace the structures passed down from the state governments, but also to build new structures to accommodate new programs and services. Since 2004, the college has been able to complete a student center building and a classroom building in Yap in 2013. And finally, in 2021, the new multi-technical building currently under construction in Colonia at the Career and Technical Education Center is already being built. This year, 2 more projects are being implemented in which we are gathered here to witness the groundbreaking ceremony of, which is the National Campus Student Center and the National Campus Teaching Clinic. The college expresses its sincere appreciation to the Secretary of the Department of TCNI, Honorable Carlson Lapis, and most specifically, the Office of the Program Management Unit, headed by Mr. Robert Goodwin and his colleague, Mr. Shankar Tessier. We wouldn't be here today if these gentlemen had not been part of the implementation of these projects. Thank you. The college also wishes to thank the government of the United States and the FSM for the comeback infrastructure funds that funded the National Campus Student Center and for their continued support for operations of the college through our Pell Grant. The funding of the teaching clinic was made possible through our HER funding of about $5.6 million. This facility will not only train our students, but also provide and expand quality health services to the nearby community and the rest of the Pompey residents. This is a collaborative effort between the college and the state of Pompey government, and we also acknowledge and thank our Pompey state leadership, Governor Rivia Oliver, Director of Health Services, Mr. David, and of course our Speaker of the Legislature and its members as well for their support. The college would like to take this opportunity also to thank the government of Japan for funding the dormitory classroom building at the FMI Institute. The project agreement was signed on March 16 this year and is scheduled to begin by November of this year. These facilities will be supporting and upgrading the programs to level 4 of the maritime navigation and fisheries training. And finally, the college wishes to thank the leadership of the FSM national government as well for involving the college in the Skills Enhancement and Employability Program, also referred to as SEEP, which is funded by World Bank. We foresee the need for the enhancement and expansion of technical programs in construction, mechanics, agriculture, and fisheries in the near future. These programs are already offered at the college, but we require upgrading and expanding, and with the funding support from World Bank, the college can assure the nation that results will be realized in the near future. Moving forward, the college commits itself to strengthening relationships with our supporters to ensure that our students today become the leaders of tomorrow. Again, thank you for honoring us with your presence today. Kalangan, Kula, Kamaka, and Kiso.
Next on our program is remarks to be given by the representative, Charge the Affairs, on behalf of His Excellency, the U.S. Ambassador.
Good morning, Kasaledia, Rananim, Lenwo, Mokatin. Before I continue, I would like to offer my respects to our traditional leadership, to the Honorable Secretary Carlson Apis, the Honorable Secretary Gardenia Isaac, Vice President of Administrative Services Joseph Kabuchmai, Acting President Jennifer Eleazar, Madam Chairman Suzanne Gallen, and all of our construction partners, faculty, and staff, and if we have any students who are here today. It's a great honor and privilege to represent the United States government at this groundbreaking for the College of Micronesia Teaching Clinic and Student Center building. These buildings represent a combined $14 million in investments funded through the CARES Act, through the Department of Education for $5.7 million, and our compact infrastructure funds of $8.3 million. With the assistance provided to construct these two buildings, the United States reiterates our commitment to ensure access to a safe space for training, counseling, and creative learning. The teaching clinic will also include a dispensary that will allow nursing students to work closely with Pompey State health officials for hands-on training. I think our recent collective experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic have underscored the importance of our essential health sector colleagues, and we're excited to support the professional development in this new space. The Student Center will feature a tutoring space, counseling center, and other student services programs. We know how important the space will be for students and faculty alike. The United States is happy to support a key new resource that has the flexibility and scope to help students in so many ways. Thank you to all of you in attendance today, and congratulations again on your recent 30th anniversary of Founding Day. We look forward to working with you in partnership for another 30 years and beyond. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to call on Secretary of TC&I to say remarks on behalf of President David W. Banwell.
Iya. One members kajeng kupura boyen kat baca yang sangat katingkan. Pembang kupuran sama saya nila kau nak coach. Buat kupura solamen bawa nak insan sama saya hasil paras. Buat kasarau yang range. Abang wae don dapogun langan bopeyu. Upang lelalong dan kupuran narakso ko karosen bopeyu ana nagasan. Iman kabaca yang cuma sekarang kay wani don narakso bopeyu. Wow lah dan kupuran soko. Nana lang ko, nandini ko. Uwang lap karosen bope. Upachen lapalapan siya karosen state karosen ang isa. Pwede isunangan win madalalim na kajiyar mo kasaraw kasang palarangos. Ipachawan pwede kayo cuma sa karan wow lang ang kuran iso. Wow choro tagalup bope. So karagachin ragach ng kasaraw kasang palarangos. Pwede kasi enranage pan record do pagkatari lang yung biskanan winamarka. May bacawan na sawas and money na kali project ka. Aragachin kupura ko yan bacawan daw lang. Tani chungol sa karata ni bacawan. Your Highness, sunan ka na padalalim. Sharshay Pip and Sharshay Manual of the Chinese MC. Secretary Isaac, Acting Deputy Secretary Carl, Foreign Affairs, Senator Lega, Chairman Suzanne Lowe, Galan, sorry. Acting President, Vice Presidents, staff of the College of Micronesia, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have been given the honor to speak on behalf of His Excellency President David W. Banwell and Honorable Vice President Aaron Balik in this groundbreaking ceremony. The President expresses his regrets for his unavailability due to the need to attend to official business outside of the LSM. The Vice President likewise is unable to join us due to commitments with the current Congress special session. They nevertheless attach great importance to your accomplishments and have asked me to extend their congratulations. Having said that, let me begin by thanking the Acting President, Vice Presidents and staff of the College for all the arrangements made for today's groundbreaking ceremony. A groundbreaking ceremony is always a happy occasion, which signals the beginning of construction work. After what is often a long and difficult process of getting the technical designs completed, doing all of the bidding and procurement, and selecting a qualified contractor for the construction of the project. I would like to congratulate the college and our staff at TC&I and the Office of Combat Management for getting these two projects to a stage where construction is now ready to begin. Let me also congratulate the two construction companies that have been selected for the construction of these two projects, namely Canton Construction Corporation for the National Student Center and VCS Construction for the Teaching Clinic. I have been advised that the construction cost of the two buildings will be over $10 million. In this regard, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the government of the United States, to for these projects to the compact and U.S. federal programs. These programs continue to be the major source of funding for our infrastructure development, and we look forward to our continued partnership with the United States and other donor partners as we continue to assist the College of Micronesia. The College of Micronesia is an important arm of the national government and plays a vital role in our efforts to improve our human capital and address critical shortages of skilled workers in the key sectors such as education, health, private sector development, and infrastructure. These two projects that will commence today are part of a comprehensive master plan for COM, which was developed by international consulting firm Becca Consultants in 2013. The new student center building will provide an improved learning and social environment for teachers and students, while the teaching clinic will enable COM to upgrade its program for training of nurses, dental technicians, public health officers, and other healthcare professionals. I am pleased that the FSM National Government, through our Department of TCNI, continues to provide essential project management and engineering expertise to enable the college to progressively upgrade its infrastructure and educational services for the benefit of our nation. In this regard, we note the progress is being made on the construction of the CTEC building at the Bombay campus, which is also being funded under the compact and which will enable the college to improve its programs in technical and vocational education. I wish to also note that for any project to be successful in Bombay and throughout the nation, it is important that all levels of government, national, state, and municipal, work together as one team to ensure smooth and timely implementation. In addition, we must work in harmony with our traditional leaders. Hence, as we begin these two projects, we also pay tribute to the close support and collaboration that exists among the leadership of Bombay, both in government and among the traditional leaders. In this regard, I expressly acknowledge His Highness Sunangana Wing Matalanin, and humbly extend to His Highness and through His Highness to all the traditional leaders of Bombay our utmost appreciation for the important role that the traditional leaders continue to play in our nation-building efforts. It is because of their wisdom and advice that we stand together as a strong, united island nation. Through the Bombay State officials present today, I wish to also humbly extend our great appreciation to the Honorable Governor Oliver for his continued support to the College of Micronesia, especially as the host state for the Bombay campus and the Balawi campus. We thank the Governor for his leadership and his vision, and we look forward to continuing close working relationship with this administration. Before closing, I would like to send a strong message to the two contractors that while our Department of TCNI will provide all necessary supervision and oversight, we do expect that the two buildings will be completed on time and that the work will be of the highest quality. I will now close my remarks by again congratulating the college, the contractors, the government of the United States, and the project team for your excellent work and collaboration. And we now look forward to the completion of the two buildings and the official handover ceremonies in due course. Before I take my seat, since this is Holy Week, I do want to wish you all a happy Easter. Thank you. Alam.
I would like to ask for the chair of the Board of Regent, Suzanne Elgalan, to do the closing statement.
Tero Iyang o Casalelia Mengo. Please allow me to join previous speakers in extending respects to traditional owners of this Ponteng Sarawi, including His Excellency Isanankan of Medellin, in line with what Acting President had mentioned earlier about extending thanks to the traditional leadership of SOCAS, I wanted to also echo those sentiments, particularly for providing this land and also for assuring the peacefulness and continued harmony of our campus here at the National Campus. I like giving closing remarks because everything has already been said, so I'm not going to read these remarks that have been prepared for me, but I would like to tell you a couple of stories before we end. First is, this morning when I was leaving my home, I told my son, who's 3 years old, he's an avid construction fanatic. He said, "Bye, Mommy, have a great day at work." And I said, "Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. I have to go and hold a shovel." And he looked at me like, "Wow." And he said, "Mommy, can I come with you to work today?" I wish I brought him, but unfortunately I didn't. But that's the kind of, I think, mentality that a lot of our children have. And it would be remiss of us to not mention some of those gaps that we've had here in the nation, including gaps in technical and vocational education. And I think seeing all these projects that have been moving forward, although some of them have been quite delayed, now getting into the groove of various priorities in our facilities master plan finally moving forward, it's incumbent on us to try to ensure that those technical and vocational education areas are being met and adding to our nation development efforts. For that, I'd like to thank the FSM National Department of Education, the FSM National Department of TCNI, and other line departments, as well as donor and development partners, the U.S. Embassy, the Chinese Embassy, and although they're not here with us today, also the Australian and Japanese embassies. Some of you may know that we just signed a project agreement on March 16th for a dormitory and classroom building at the FMI campus, and for that we're very pleased, we're very honored to also have other facilities being improved across all of our campuses. We still have 2 more projects under our facilities master plan that are remaining, but we look forward to those moving forward in the pipeline and also expanding and renewing our facilities master plan to see where we're going in the next 20 years. And I couldn't have said that at a more timely occasion because of the fact that we're undergoing this renegotiation of the compact and looking forward to the results of our recent accreditation visit last month. Finally, one more story I wanted to share is in 1996, when this campus first opened, I was honored to be part of the next class after that, the second class that came and started matriculating here. And we were actually treated as the guinea pigs. We weren't spoiled with these covered walkways that you see all around campus. The people who ran the campus said, "Go ahead and go walk around. We're gonna go see which places you use as your walkways, and that's where we're gonna build the walkways." So we've come a long ways from that period of trying to see what's right and where we should be walking in terms of where we're going, and today when we have all these additional projects and facilities being built for the college. Last but certainly not least, on behalf of the board, I wanted to thank the college's new president, Dr. Teresa Coroy-Vulawono, acting president Jenny Eleazar, vice president for administrative services, director Francisco Mendiola and their awesome team at the facilities and maintenance office for their tireless efforts in pursuing facilities needs of the college, including the coordination for today's event. Now then, let's go get that shovel and let's go break some ground. Thank you all very much. Congratulations.